You ever have one of those moments where you realize your whole life is a lie? Mine happened while I couldn't move a single muscle. I'm Mark, 41, software engineer, married to Jennifer for 9 years. Thought we were solid, thought wrong. Had a decent life insurance policy through work, $500,000 standard tech company benefit. Jennifer was the beneficiary. Never thought much about it until later. Here's how it went down. 7 months back I had what they call a medical event. Fancy term for my body deciding to quit on me mid-grocery run. 1 second I'm comparing pasta prices, next second I'm on the floor staring at fluorescent lights while someone screams for help. Stroke. Massive one. Brain stem. The kind that shuts everything down. Left me completely paralyzed. Couldn't move my arms, legs, face. Couldn't speak. Could only move my eyes. But here's the kicker. I was totally aware every single thing happening around me. Just couldn't respond beyond blinking. Locked-in syndrome is what the neurologist called it later. Rare. Most people don't come back from it. I didn't know that at the time. I just knew I was trapped in my own body. They rushed me to County General ICU. Tubes everywhere, machines beeping. Jennifer showed up about an hour after I got there. I heard her voice before I saw her. She was crying. Sounded devastated. That gave me hope. Stupid, I know, but when you're lying there unable to move, you grab onto whatever you can. The doctor was explaining my condition. Big words, medical jargon. Jennifer kept interrupting with questions, good questions, practical questions. When would I wake up? What were my chances? Would there be brain damage? Then she asked the question that changed everything. If he doesn't improve, what are our options? Our options, not his options. Our options. The doctor explained about quality of life decisions, about living wills, about how if I couldn't communicate, she as my spouse would be my medical proxy. I'm lying there thinking, okay, that makes sense. She's handling the hard stuff so I can focus on getting better. Then I heard her ask something else. How long do we have to wait before making that kind of decision? That kind of decision meaning pulling the plug. The doctor said they'd give it 72 hours, see if there was any improvement, any response to stimuli, anything. Jennifer said, okay. Said she understood, said she'd stay with me. She didn't. She left after about 20 minutes. Told the nurse she needed to go home and rest, make some calls, let people know what happened. I spent that first night alone, just me and the machines. Couldn't sleep, couldn't move, just existed. Day 2. Jennifer came back around noon. Brought my brother Tom with her. Tom's younger than me by 3 years. We're close. He was upset. Really upset. Kept saying I'd be okay, that I was tough, that I'd pull through. Jennifer didn't say much. Just sat in the chair scrolling through her phone. Tom stayed for hours. Talked to me about work stuff, about a game we'd been planning to go to. Normal stuff, like I could actually respond. It was nice. Made me feel human. Jennifer left after an hour. Said she had things to handle. Tom noticed. I could tell by how he stopped talking mid-sentence when she announced she was leaving. He didn't say anything though, just went back to talking to me. That night around 8 p.m. I heard voices outside my room. Jennifer and someone else, a man, not Tom. Didn't recognize the voice. They were talking low, but the door was open. A crack. I could hear everything. Are they sure he's not aware? The man asked. They said he's not responsive. Brain activity is there, but he can't communicate. Jennifer's voice. That's not the same as not aware. Does it matter? He's not coming back from this. You don't know that. I do. Trust me. The doctor said chances are slim. Jennifer, I don't know about this. You said you loved me. Silence. I do love you. You know I do. But this feels wrong. What feels wrong is being trapped in a marriage while he just exists. We can't move forward until this is resolved. Move forward with this guy, whoever he was. My heart rate monitor started beeping faster. I could hear it. So could they. Someone's coming. Jennifer's voice panicked. Footsteps. Running gone. A nurse came and checked my vitals, said my heart rate was elevated, asked if I was in pain. I couldn't answer. She adjusted something in my probably anxiety medication based on my vitals. Everything got fuzzy. When I woke up again, it was morning. Day 3. Jennifer was there in the chair, not alone. The guy from the hallway, he had his hand on her shoulder. Must have told the nurses he was family. Brother, maybe they wouldn't have let him in otherwise. ICU rules. They were looking at me like I was already dead. The doctor came in, different doctor than before, younger female. She checked my chart, examined me. The usual routine. Any changes? Jennifer asked. No significant improvement. He's stable but not responsive. What happens now? We continue monitoring, see if there's any progress over the next few days. And if there isn't, then we discuss long-term care options with the family. I'm his family. I'm his wife. Yes, you are. We'll discuss everything with you when the time comes. Jennifer leaned forward. Doctor, can I be honest with you? Mark was always very clear about this kind of thing. He wouldn't want to live like this, connected to machines, unable to communicate. If he's not going to recover, we shouldn't save him. We should let him go with dignity. The doctor looked uncomfortable. Mrs. Wilson, it's only been 3 days. We don't make those determinations this early. But if he doesn't improve, let's give him time. The brain can surprise us. The doctor left. Jennifer and the guy started talking, quieter this time, but I could still hear. How much longer? The guy asked. I don't know, but I can't keep doing this. I can't keep pretending. What are you going to do? What? I have to. She left with him. I was alone again. That night 2 nurses were changing my talking to each other like I wasn't there. Nurses do that sometimes. Forget the patient can hear. Poor guy. Wife barely visits. I noticed she was here earlier with some men. Boyfriend maybe, while her husband's in here. That's cold. People are weird about this stuff. Some can't handle it. They finished up and left. I laid there thinking, processing. Jennifer had someone else. She wanted me gone. Was waiting for me to die. That's when something shifted. Maybe it was rage. Maybe it was survival instinct. But something in my brain clicked. I focused on the only thing I could control. My eyes. I'd been blinking randomly, reflexively. But could I do it on purpose? Could I control it? I tried to blink twice in a row. Deliberately did it. Tried again, did it again. Then I focused on my right hand, the dominant one. Tried to move a finger, just one finger, nothing. Tried again, nothing. Kept trying. All night around 4 a.m. my pinky finger twitched. I did it again, definite movement. By morning I could move 3 fingers on my right hand and blink on command. When the nurse came in for morning rounds, I managed to tap my fingers on the bed rail. She noticed, called for the doctor. They ran tests, lots of tests, confirmed I was regaining some motor function, said it was a good sign. Rare but possible. Jennifer showed up around 10 a.m. The doctor told her the news. I watched her face, expected relief. Maybe happiness. Got neither. She looked worried. So he's getting better, she asked. We're seeing some positive signs. Yes, it's early but encouraging. But is he aware? Can he understand us? Hard to say definitively, but brain scans show activity consistent with consciousness. Jennifer went pale. After the doctor left, she came close to my bed, leaned and whispered, I know you can hear me. I don't know how much you understand, but I need you to know something. I loved you. I did, but that was a long time ago. Things changed. I changed. And I'm not going to spend my life taking care of someone who can't even speak. She straightened up, spoke normal volume. The doctor says, you might be aware. That's good. That means you can understand what I'm about to do. She pressed the call button. The nurse came. I need to speak with whoever's in charge of his care. All of his doctors, it's time to make some decisions about his treatment. My heart rate spiked again. Monitor started beeping. Sir, are you okay? The nurse checked my vitals. I tried to move my hand. Managed to wave my fingers. He's moving, doctor. He's deliberately moving. Suddenly everyone was in my room. Doctors, nurses testing my responses, asking me to move if I could hear them. I moved my fingers every time. He's in there. He's fully conscious. The neurologist sounded amazed. Jennifer stood in the corner silent. They started talking about rehabilitation, about recovery, about how rare this was. Jennifer left without saying goodbye. Over the next 2 weeks I improved fast, started moving my arm, then my leg. Speech came back slower, slurred at first, but it came back. Jennifer visited twice. Both times she seemed angry. I was getting better. Tom came every day. He noticed something was off with Jennifer too. She seems distant, he said one day. Not herself. I wanted to tell him everything, but I couldn't speak clearly yet. And even if I could, what was I supposed to say? Your sister-in-law wants me dead so she can run off with her boyfriend. Needed proof first. By week 3 I could talk in short sentences. Still slurred, still slow but functional. First thing I did was ask Tom to bring my phone from home. Once I had it, I checked our cell records online. We had a shared family plan. I was the account holder. Easy to check. Jennifer had been texting someone constantly. Same number. Hundreds of messages going back months. Got the number. Ran it through a reverse lookup. Name came up. Derek Chen. Googled him. Works at Jennifer's company, sales director. There it was, digital confirmation. Next thing I did was call Tom, had him come alone, told him everything. The conversation in the hallway, Jennifer's reaction to my improvement, the guy, all of it. Tom's face went through about 5 different emotions. Are you sure? I'm sure. What do you want to do? I want a lawyer. I want out of this marriage. And I want her to know I heard everything. Tom made calls, got me a shark of a divorce attorney. Woman named Patricia Morris. She came to the hospital. Listen to my story. This is unusual, she said. But we can work with it. First thing, we need to update your medical directives. Remove her as your proxy. Make sure she can't make any decisions about your care. Done. Second, power of attorney. Who do you trust? Tom. We'll get that filed today. Third, divorce. On what grounds? Attempted murder. Patricia raised an eyebrow. That's aggressive. Legally it won't qualify as attempted murder. She didn't actively try to kill you, but we can file on grounds of extreme cruelty and abandonment. We'll reference her statements to the doctors about not saving you and her pushing for end-of-life decisions while having an affair. That paints a damning picture. Works for me. I have my testimony. I was conscious and aware. She told the doctors I wouldn't want to live like this, that they shouldn't save me. Then she tried to have them withdraw care while I could still hear everything. She actually said that to doctors. I heard it. The medical staff can confirm she was pushing for end-of-life decisions within days of your admission. Perfect. That's extreme cruelty. Combined with abandonment and infidelity, you'll get a favorable settlement. Papers were drawn up by end of day. Patricia filed emergency motions first thing the next morning. By afternoon, judge had granted the orders. All medical decision-making transferred to Tom. My medical directives updated. Jennifer removed from everything. All while Jennifer thought I was still too impaired to understand what was happening. She came to visit the next day. Brought flowers. Fake smile plastered on her face. How are you feeling? She asked. Better. My speech was clearer now. Almost normal. That's great. Really great. Where's Derek? She froze. Who? Derek Chen, your coworker. The guy you've been texting. The guy in the hallway that night. The guy who sat next to you in my room that morning pretending to be family. Color drained from her face. I don't know what you're talking about. I was awake, Jennifer, the whole time. Couldn't move. Couldn't speak. But I heard everything. You couldn't have locked-in syndrome. Rare but real. I heard you tell him you wanted to move forward. Heard you ask the doctor about pulling the plug. Heard you tell me you weren't going to take care of me. She backed toward the door. You're confused. The stroke affected your memory. My memory is fine. So are the phone records and the medical notes about you pushing for end-of-life care within days of my admission. Hospital keeps detailed records of family interactions. You can't prove anything. Don't need to. I just need enough for a divorce. You're not well enough to make legal decisions. Actually, I am. Patricia arranged competency evaluations. 2 different psychiatrists over the past week. Both cleared me fully competent. Already signed the papers. What papers? That's when Patricia walked in. Perfect timing. Mrs. Wilson, I'm Patricia Morris. I represent your husband. You've been served. She handed Jennifer an envelope. Jennifer opened it, started reading. Face went from white to red. You're divorcing me after everything I've done for you? You mean after everything you tried to do to me? I said, yeah, we're done. This is insane. You can't just Patricia said calmly. You're also being removed from all medical directives and financial accounts. Power of attorney has been transferred to his brother. You no longer have any legal authority over his care or his assets. That's not legal. It absolutely is. Your husband is of sound mind. He has every right to determine who makes decisions for him. And he's decided it's not you. Jennifer looked at me. You're going to regret this. Only thing I regret is not seeing who you really were sooner. She threw the papers at me and stormed out. Patricia smiled. That went well. You think she'll fight it? She'd be stupid too. The evidence of her affair alone is enough. Add in her behavior during your medical crisis. No judge will side with her. She was right. Jennifer hired a lawyer, some guy who clearly took the case for the money. He filed motions, tried to delay, tried to claim I was mentally impaired and the divorce should be invalid. Patricia destroyed every argument with medical evaluations proving my competency. Jennifer tried to claim she was entitled to half my assets. Patricia pointed out she'd tried to have me declared unresponsive and pushed for end-of-life decisions while having an affair. Also brought up the life insurance policy, $500,000 with Jennifer as beneficiary. Made it clear she had financial motive to let me die rather than divorce me. That went over great with the judge. Whole thing took 4 months. By then I was out of the hospital doing physical therapy, living with Tom while I recovered. Jennifer got nothing, no alimony, no assets, just her own debts and her reputation in ruins. Derek. He dumped her 2 weeks after the divorce papers were served. Guess he didn't want damaged goods. I saw her once after everything was finalized. Grocery store. Same one where I'd had the stroke. She looked rough, tired, older. She saw me, started to say something, then stopped. Just walked away. I didn't feel bad. Didn't feel vindicated either. Just felt done. Tom asked me once if I thought she'd actually tried to kill me. No, I said she just wanted me to die. There's a difference. Is there legally? Yeah. Morally? I shrugged. Probably not. I'm doing better now. Speech is back to normal. Mobility is about 85%. Still got some weakness on my left side, but it's manageable. Working again. Different company. Fresh start. Dating. Not ready. Might never be. Trust issues and all that, but I'm alive. That's what matters. Sometimes I think about that moment in the hospital when I was paralyzed, trapped, listening to my wife plan my demise, and I think about how close I came to actually dying. Not from the stroke, but from giving up. If I hadn't heard what I heard, I might not have fought so hard to come back. Might have just drifted away. So in a weird way, Jennifer trying to get rid of me is what saved my life. Gave me a reason to fight. Gave me a reason to prove I was still here, still alive, still me. And that's enough.